Greg, before I ask you about the game, I wanted to get your thoughts on Veini Vehvilainen and his debut here for the Marlies.
I'm sure he wasn't happy with the first period, with how that went. Hopefully, he understands that we, as a team in front of him, didn't play very well, and the chances that we gave up were really challenging. It's not like he let in any bad goals. What was really promising was just how solid and confident he looked even after the first period. Made some big saves in the second, really hung in there, and finished the game strong, which shows to probably his character and how mentally tough he is. It could have been an easy first period for a goalie to lose himself a little bit.
Your overall impression of what happened in that first period, and then what happened in the 40 minutes after that?
We simply got out competed in the first 20 minutes. We found ourselves in the second and in the third, and we competed better, and we gave ourselves a chance to be in the game, but we didn't come out with the tenacity we needed and the level of compete, and just some of the decision making. I mean, to give up 2 goals in the same power play in the first period, our power play units have got to do a much better job at taking responsibility to set up our team for positive momentum coming out of those power plays. To give up those goals is uncalled for, and that put us behind. And it is good to see that the team responded, but we can't have a first period like that.
Well, Mikko Kokkonen pointed out that he felt he got better throughout the game, and I wondered if you felt the same about your defense and putting Kokkonen and Kapchek and Crawl out in the same game. Young guys and with not a lot of games in their American League career. What did you think of the defense after that first 20 minutes?
Yeah, they definitely got stronger as the game went on. Anyone coming into this level in this league for the first time is going to take some adjusting, but we have all the faith in the world that who they are as players and what their abilities are. These reps are really good for them to take the time to adjust, get a feel for the level of hockey over here, and they all made progress today as the game went on.
Next one goes to Nick Garden. Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, Greg. I was just wondering, what do you tell the team after a loss like this and coming into the game against Laval on Tuesday?
Simply that, the start like we had today isn't good enough. We're gonna have to make sure that we're ready to play on Tuesday and for the full 60 minutes. Again, they're a really tough opponent, probably best team in the league in terms of giving up shots against and goals against. It's gonna be really hard to get to the net. I felt there were a few shifts towards the end of the second period. We started to get some momentum and get some bodies in and around their goalie and some opportunities. We'll have to find more consistency there on Tuesday against a difficult team.
2 more. Next one goes to Justin Levine. Go ahead, Justin.
Hey, Greg, thanks for doing this. It's good to see the Marlies back on the ice. Can you speak about the decision to sideline guys such as Rich Clune and Semyon Dargushintsev today, and to give opportunity to guys like Kokkonen and Vehvilainen, and where you feel your team has to again adjust as they head into I'd say quite a difficult week facing Laval, then 2 against Manitoba?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about in some of the past interviews, we have a lot of bodies. We have 13 games in 20 days. It's not realistic for everybody to play every single game. So we're going to be smart with how we're managing ice and reps. Our staff take a lot of time and try and put ourselves in a good spot to make sure that we're making the right decisions with who's coming in and out. Every player's for different reasons, but it's a good opportunity during the stretch for the amount of guys that we have to get some games in and find out where they're at and for us to help them along their journey to get better.
And last one goes to Joshua Cloak. Go ahead, Joshua.
Greg, what did you learn about Mikko in his debut tonight?
I liked his calm and his poise. His presence on the ice is really strong. You could tell it was taking some time for him to adjust to the pace of play and the spacing of the ice. There's always a big adjustment from coming overseas. Obviously, each league, some do play on the bigger sheet and some don't. But you could really tell that he has a vision for the ice and finding his teammates and making plays with the puck. It won't take too long for him to to adjust and get better with each rep. But his presence and his confidence and his personality is there, and you can tell that he's a hard worker, and things will happen for him very quickly.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Team is off tomorrow. We'll be